Here from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you always need to bring your best in terms of dress wear.
Ooh, Ed, I got the really good stuff on today. I spent a lot of money in the stores, probably more than I should have. But you know what? Let's focus on the game.
The credit card bill is on its way. So is the start of this one. It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly. And that's the start they wanted here on the road.
Execution is everything. I love the sharpness and precision they came out with in that first possession.
Big finish at the rim.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
To Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a three.
James knocked loose. Clippers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
George, he made his first effort, but not that time. Across the timeline comes James. Down 2. Danny Green to James. Oh, he had him there for a second. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
To James. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
His first effort off the mark. To Leonard. George, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Paul George, 3 for 4. Good start. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Have to be careful inbounding the basketball. But good anticipation by the defense.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
And a throwdown. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Leonard. Wide open look, won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Kuzma knocked loose. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Clippers have the basketball. George Can't get the bounce.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Leonard. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block. LeBron into the front court. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. With a drop step. And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Nothing going here on that drive. George can't go down. Smothering defense. LeBron, tough matchup against George. McGee powers it through.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's the end of the quarter. The Lakers have the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
To Williams. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Williams to Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Beverly. From the painted area, won't go down. Great feed, sets it up, flushes it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to.
Not easy.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. New blood coming in for both sides. James. Clippers have it. To Beverly. Williams to George. Fires the 3. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough 3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's 2 for 2 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To James. And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
George, defended by Cousins. To Leonard. JaVale McGee swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Rocking the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Beverly into the front court. Down 4. George, it's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
JaVale McGee to James. Clippers have got it.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Beverly to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. Fires the 3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Davis. For 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Anthony Davis with a piece. Leonard.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Williams. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Davis to Cousins. Anthony Davis against George. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Timeout called here by the Clippers, as he'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Kawhi Leonard, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
With a drop step. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Here's Leonard for 2. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Slams it down.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
With a drop step. George, message received. Well defended. Lakers ball. Here comes the screen. Davis to the basket, but a shot no good. Strong finish for Paul George. First half in the books. The Clippers are out in front. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. LeBron into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
George, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
James to Danny Green. Leonard to Beverly. Has a look. Patrick Beverly. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Kawhi Leonard cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James. Clippers have got it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
Leonard. And 2 points to the board.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Clippers have it. To Beverly. George. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Beverly. Around the perimeter to Beverly. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jet.
His timing was a tad bit off.
James, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
George, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
George. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Kuzma. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Leonard knocks it down.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
And he hits.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Paul George to Beverly. Patrick Beverly. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Changes coming from both sides right now. James to Davis. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Paul George. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Knocked loose, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers, so it stays with the LA Lakers. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Williams across the timeline. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Shot from the lane won't go. To Cousins. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Leonard, shot off the mark. Good defense. To James. 4-3. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there, 4-3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
LeBron James. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Leonard. He engulfed him that time.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
A shot at the buzzer. Knocks it down from mid-range. Three quarters complete. The Clippers have the lead. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
To James. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
LBJ with it. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Leonard. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To James. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Nice pass to set things up. Beverly. Hat-trick Beverly. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Never dare Patrick Beverly. It's a wide-open 3.
And a three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
To Leonard. Oh, they called the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Here's Leonard for 2. Ah, tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
James. Offensive rebound. Able to convert inside. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Oh, he had it. And they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Time to shuffle things up.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
George to Leonard. And throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
George, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.